Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Today I want to talk a little bit about opiate withdrawal. Before I start, I just want to give a quick disclaimer. I am not a medical professional. No shit. And this is not medical advice. I get the feeling that most people don't understand what opiate withdrawal is really like. A lot of the people who go through it have a hard time articulating how it really feels. So it's hard to get across how serious it is. Your body becomes physically dependent on opiates after prolonged and sustained use, and it changes your physiology. It actually rewires your brain. Obtaining and consuming opiates becomes a need just like food, water, and air. The first time you stop using opiates after your body has become physically dependent, it's a serious wake-up call. It's almost impossible to describe to somebody who hasn't experienced it. You can't imagine how intolerable it feels. Symptoms can vary greatly, but this is what my experience was like. When you first stop using opiates, you have anxiety about the coming withdrawal. You feel incredibly weak. You don't have the energy to move, but the anxiety and discomfort make it impossible to feel at rest or to get any sleep. Sitting still or lying still feels awful because of the anxiety that sort of radiates through your body. Your joints and muscles ache. It feels as if you don't have any lubrication between your joints. Your eyes and your nose run. You have severe diarrhea and severe nausea, but you have nothing in your stomach to throw up because you have no appetite. It's almost as if your entire system malfunctions. One moment you will be unbearably hot and pouring sweat, and then the next moment you'll be shivering, unable to get warm again. At night, trying to sleep is impossible. If you're lucky, you get a couple of hours and then you wake up with your sheets soaked with sweat. Imagine being in a harsh snowstorm and all your clothes get taken away. Opiates are like somebody standing right next to you, handing you a warm winter parka, and you have to turn it down and keep walking. That's what it feels like to try and stay clean. Your brain is constantly screaming at you to get more dope and feed it to me. There were several times during my opiate withdrawals when I actually thought that death would be preferable to how bad I felt. Another thing that makes opiate withdrawal very difficult is the social consequences. People have a serious stigma towards shooting up or using opiates, and when they find out you use them, you're instantly demoted to pariah. The lack of support and the condescension and the general negative attitude make the whole process much more difficult. People who haven't experienced anything like it think that opiate users are just choosing drugs over everything else in their life. But that is like saying a starving man is choosing food.
Yoink! Oh, yeah!
Every fiber of your being is urging you to satisfy the immediate need of fixing. And the vague idea that if you don't use, you may or may not get through it, it's not the least bit motivating. Not only that, but all the problems you caused while in active addiction are waiting for you once you get clean. If you make it through the rehabilitation process, then all the damage you did still needs repairing. The road out of active opiate addiction is long and hard, and it's a constant fight, which is why people have to sink so low before they attempt it. The pain of continuing to use has to be greater than the pain of recovering. Life doesn't necessarily get any easier, so there's 100 reasons why you can relapse. The key is to find a reason not to. I hope this video has given you a little bit of insight into what it's like for people who have substance abuse issues, and a little better understanding of how difficult and insidious opiates are. Thanks for watching. It really means a lot to me, and I'll see you in the next one.